Hello everyone, Counterspell Hater here, back with another EDH guide. It is Monday. Before I get into the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for 73 subscribers. You can keep that number up by staying subscribed and keep on subscribing. Keep it going up is what I meant to say. Just like the likes on these videos, keep that going up too, along with the comments and the EDH requests. Keep those going as well. You know the deal. First come, first serve in the comments. Just make sure the commander that you want to request has not already been featured on this channel. And if you want a specific style of it, just let me know. So like a Voltron commander or a Voltron style for like a specific commander, you just have to say so. And even if you don't want to make an EDH request, give me feedback anyways via the comments. I like to hear all the support from you guys. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss another one of my videos. And with that said, let's get into this one. Today we're looking at Torsten, founder of Benalia. This is a broken commander because you could get a lot of your creature, a good portion of the creatures in your deck out in one turn. Like the turn she lands or he. And it can be land cards as well. And when this dies, you create 7/1/1 white soldier creature tokens. So you can make it like an aristocrats deck, sort of. But we want to be blinking this commander in and out. So that's what I've gone through and done. So let's get to it. We have Flicker Form, Conjurer's Closet, Wisp Weaver Angel, Restoration Angel, Vizier of Deferment, Glimmer Point Stag, Flicker Wisp, Emil the Blessed, Angel of Condemnation, I do not know, Charming Prince, Livio Oathsworn Sentinel, Panharmonicon to double up on the ETB trigger, Ice Wind Stalwart, Eldrazi Displacer, Lumbering Battlement, Glorious Protector, Strionic Resonator, Lithioform Engine, Helm of the Host, Bramble Sovereign, to all these to get the most out of Torsten, founder of Benalia, by either doubling up her ETB effect or blinking her in and out on the field, causing her ETB effect to trigger off multiple times within a turn, getting us multiple triggers. So what we do is we play Torsten, founder of Benalia, and let's say we get like Wisp Weaver Angel out of one of those 7 cards, along with all the other creatures we get. We blink Torsten out, then we continue going. And as long as we can get at least like one card that blinks our commander out and then puts it back in, we can keep repeating the cycle. Like I said, get quite possibly like a good portion of your deck out within a turn if you're lucky. And with these many blink effects, you might not need luck. I mean, like alone, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 creatures that can blink out your commander. Well, 15 cards, I should say. Eldrazi's Displacer. I forgot colorless mana was. I kind of forgot about the whole colorless mana thing, but just make sure you put in colorless like wastes and stuff. If you are running Eldrazi Displacer, you could probably run something better, maybe. But this can do it multiple. This can blink your commander out multiple times within a turn, so kind of worth it. And then we've got Panharmonicon, Strionic Resonator, Lithioform Engine, Helm of the Host, and Bramble Sovereign to double up, all on those ETB triggers, so we can blink in and out, blink Torsten Torsten, founder of Benalia, in and out multiple times within a turn and get off like multiple ETB effects off of this creature. And then we got the creatures that we want to cheat out. Primeval Titan, go find more lands. Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger can secure our win by locking up our opponent's mana base. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild, turns our creatures into lands, so now it's going to get bigger and bigger as we play out more creatures. Nyxbloom Ancient to triple up on mana. Now we've got all of our creatures acting as forests that provide 3 mana each, along with all the other lands we have, thanks to Nyxbloom here. Primal Crux, because it'll be nice and big and it has Trample. Vigor to keep our stuff from dying, and it can be cheated out if it ever goes into your graveyard, because then it shuffles itself into our library, into its owner's library. Multani, Yavmaya's Avatar, will get bigger and bigger as we put more and more lands onto our battlefield, and if we happen to get some into our graveyard. And he has Reach and Tramples, or it has Reach and Trample, sorry. So we'll be able to block if need be and attack forward and get through for a bunch of damage. Combine with this with the Shia, and you'll be set. Green Sleeves, Marrow Sorcerer, can create a lot of 3/3s, especially when combined with Ashaya and all the ETB effects we get off Torsten, founder of Benalia, because Torsten can also get lands onto our battlefield as well as creatures. And we'll get more and more as time goes on. Thunderfoot Ballast can give all of our stuff trample and help us close out the game. Khazar, Ruthless Stalker, bust up our creatures whenever they deal combat damage to a player. Garvo, Lord of Garenbrig, will get progressively bigger and bigger throughout the game. Lightsteel Colossus, because Trample Infect Indestructible on an 11/11 for free is kind of scary. Not to mention, it gets shuffled into our library if it would be put into a graveyard from anywhere. So even if this does end up in our graveyard via mill, we're still going to end up cheating it out because it shuffles itself into our library when it's put into our graveyard. Sponsor of Ulamog. This could just end the game depending on how many Eldrazi you plan on playing on in your sideboard. Because with Ashaya turning all your non-token creatures into lands, and with how many cards, creature and or land cards you play out with Torsten, and then you factor in Nyxbloom Ancient, suddenly you've got a lot of mana, and maybe even enough to use the 20 generic mana ability on this creature and just cast as many Eldrazi cards as what you own from outside the game without paying their mana costs. So you could literally cast like a bunch, like Emrakul, like multiple Emrakuls, and take like a bunch of extra turns. Like run as many Eldrazi as what you want, because the more non-token creatures you have on the battlefield, the more powerful Ashaya will be, and the more powerful you will be in general. Kozilek, Butcher of Truth, to draw some cards if need be. If that betrays, Ulamog, the Infinite Gyre. I know it's kind of bad quality, but whenever you cast him, you destroy target permanent. Still 11 mana, 10/10 with Annihilator 4, which means whenever this creature attacks, defending player sacrifices 4 permanents. Ulamog is indestructible, so not easy to deal with it. And if it's put into our graveyard from anywhere for whatever reason, it's just shuffled right back into our deck. Same thing with Kozilek. Path of Reserve Ulamog can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Annihilator 3, and it's a 9/9. So it has menace, but better. Artisan of Kozilek. Can you get something back from our graveyard right onto the battlefield? Annihilator 2. Breaker of Armies could just completely screw someone over, because then all of our other creatures get in while our opponent's creatures are forced to block. All of them are forced to block Breaker of Armies. Void Winnower can just end someone's game off the bat because of its static abilities, preventing your opponents from being able to cast spells with even converted mana costs, and our opponents can't block with creatures with even converted mana costs. So that's like that's pretty much half all the creatures in Magic, give or take a lot. Bane of Bala Jed, when it attacks, it just exiles two target permanents defending player controls. Conduit of Ruin cheapens our first creature spell we cast each turn, and helps us find something to cast, like Deceiver of Form. Like I said, don't forget Wastes if you're playing a bunch of Eldrazi. Oh wait, that's right, we're cheating these out, duh. But this could just end the game out of nowhere, depending on what creature you get. Because then you could have everything else, like, say it's like a Breaker of Armies. Now your opponent has a problem, like a big problem. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, can't be countered when it's, if we cast it, we take an extra turn after this one. It has flying, protection from colored spells, so pretty much everything in Magic except the spells that don't have color. And Annihilator 6, so when this attacks, the defending player has to sacrifice 6 permanents. And if this would be put into a graveyard from anywhere for whatever reason, it's shuffled into its owner's library from our graveyard. Wait, actually, it's actually, no, we just end up shuffling our entire graveyard into our library. Ulamog's Crusher attacks each turn if able, and either 2/8/8. Geo Golem can just get our command. Say our commander's been sent back to the command zone, and we want to cast it again. We just hit with Geode Golem, hopefully, and then now all we have to do is pay commander tax. Colossus of Akros. It's indestructible, and if we make it monstrous, it won't have defender much longer. Shani Silesian's Voice for life gain, and World Spine Worm because it shuffles itself back into its owner's library. When it is put into a graveyard. And when it dies, we put 3/5/5 green worm creature tokens with trample onto the battlefield. And this thing itself is a 15/15 creature with trample for only 11. Then we've got Gaia's Cradle for even more mana if we were to ever need it. Windrisk Heights, Hideaway 4. We're gonna have more than 3 creatures attacking, so Hideaway thing won't be a big deal. Blooded Steep can help us keep ourselves in the game. Mosswort Bridge, just read the card. You'll understand why it's in here. Then we got 23 basic planes and 23 basic force, not baked force, basic force. And that is the end of Torsten, founder of Benalia. Really simple. All you just need is a few blink effects and some scary creatures, and then you've got a good deck for that. You could try and build around the second effect. It'll be tough, but I think you can do it. I don't doubt you guys. If you're able to understand the words coming out of my mouth, you're in a good spot. I'll just say that. That said, please like and subscribe, and you'll be in an even better spot than you were before, because you'll be kind of really a part of my channel. So keep the subscriber count going up, along with the like count on all of these videos. And I'd like to see the comment section expand a bit. So just keep commenting, keep leaving good feedback for me and what I've been doing right. And EDH requests first come, first serve. Just make sure the commander hasn't been featured on this channel yet. And if you want a specific like style of the deck, just let me know. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss another one of my videos. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.